Alright, boys. Gang. What's up? Alright, so today we're going to be talking about, what is oil doing. Um, okay, so, hold on, let me just get it on my face. Alright, so basically what oil is doing right now is there was a issue with Russia and, the Middle East or something. Um, they had an agreement, it fell through. And on top of that, the coronavirus happened, so everyone's using less oil. And combining those two things together makes a negative oil rate. And on top of that, they're about to run out of storage for oil. So that's what's making the oil run basically dry. It's not running dry, it's just the opposite of that. There's so much oil they can't fill up any more tanks. They're already maxed out. They said that they have storage for one more month. Um, but then they start after burning oil, which means the oil companies are going to go freaking tanking because they're basically wasting money, constantly wasting money. So right now you can go and get a barrel of oil for negative $40, um, and then sell it later, and it's just rough. And then on top of that, we have basically the entire market. Everyone's the currency is just freaking destroyed right now for a little bit of time. We're not really sure what the damage is, but $2 trillion being pumped into our economy, it's going to have a pretty big effect on what's going on. So, so let's just go. I'm just going to get up my currencies. U.S. All right, let's see. All right, so you can see how. Wait. Alright, so you can see that it's going to start. So this is our currency. It's the whatever you want to call it. So now, um, you can see that there's quite a bit of a drop. Last week was when our currency. That's when they released it. Was about when they gave everyone their stimulus checks. It was about somewhere in between here. Now you can see our currency is going pretty much down. It's going to be pretty much like it was right there at the bottom of the coronavirus, and it'll be 30% less than it was. And you can see that it thinks that it's okay, but you can see this. It's doing a triangle pattern, a break, if you would say. I mean, there's a few type of breakouts. There's consolidation, which means that it's going to change direction. Then there's an indicator breakout, which means on the RSI it's going to break out. And then on the upper triangles, downward triangles. If it's a downward triangle, which this one could be, um, it has a 3. It has basically like a 75% chance of breaking down. So if we just did it right here, so that's what a downward triangle would look like. Then the upward triangle would be like that. I mean, you can draw triangles anyway, but doesn't mean it's that great. So you can see that once it broke out, it jumped 0.75 in a single day. But it's really, really hard to calculate it. But the reason why oil is just freaking terrible, no one's driving their cars. There's an issue with Russia in the Middle East. They're running out of storage for it. So that's why it's going negative. And you can profit off of that by USO. It's the inverse of it. So yeah, this is the oil, and as you can see, it's fallen pretty good within a 17-day period, and then it dropped 40% the other day before, and it can hit zero. I mean, it maybe won't hit zero, but it'll get really, really low. And considering the high is 13, it's been a constant downtrend. It's almost at like a 90% decrease from the start of the coronavirus. So that's really gonna suck. You can profit on it by shorting this. So you just hit sell. I'm not gonna sell. I mean, it's probably gonna continue down, but you can see like all the sell orders and then like none of the buying orders. Like you can see here. So this is what I call a cross. It doesn't look like a cross, but it is a cross because it keeps touching tips and tips, and it's gonna break out. It has like over 60% chance of breaking down right now, and it has a 40% chance of breaking up. But that's just because of the $2 trillion thing. So no one's spending money. No one is doing anything that important right now, and to see a increase in your shares, you need to shorts buy. You can see that everything's pretty bad today. Like all the inverse ones are up pretty much, except you guys. And all right, so that's basically what's going on with oil. There's some reasons why, and it's pretty rough. Oil, don't trade it. Don't trade it right now. I trade natural gas, so it's a different form of energy, but see you later.